So today we'll be talking about the garden snail, or the Cornu aspersum, is the scientific name. So the garden snail, if you haven't seen it before, which I'm pretty sure everyone has, is on the screen right now. They're pretty small. They're about 1.5 inches in length and 1.2 inches wide. They have a slimy textured body, which is called snail mucus, and they're covered by a hard shell, which is considered an exoskeleton, and they have a swirl design. So usually the males have smaller shells than the females, and this snail mucus allows them to have suction abilities that helps them hang off of items. So as for their taxonomy, um, the garden snail comes from the kingdom Metazoa, the phylum Mollusca, the class Gastropoda, the order Stylomatophora, the family Helicidae, and the genus Cornu, and their species name is the aspersum. So garden snails have a couple of synapomorphies. They develop skeletal elements at first, and then they retain the triploblastic characteristics. They're coelomates. They have bilateral symmetry, like their main body. Of course, the snail shell itself is a little hard to classify as bilateral, but for its main body, it's bilateral, and it's a protozoa. It has cephalization and exoskeleton, as mentioned. As for the reproduction, snails usually like to reproduce sexually, but they can reproduce asexually because they have both male and female reproductive systems in their bodies. And this age of maturity, it comes at around 1 to 2 years of age, in which they can lay up to 90 eggs. And on average, they have a lifespan of 15 years, but some garden snails can live up to 25 if they're lucky enough. As you can see from this life cycle diagram, they go from being eggs to larvae to young snails, and then up to adult snails, of course, where then afterwards they'll reproduce and die. As for their habitat, they love to be in places where there's lots of plants and vegetations and pests that they can feed off of. They're most commonly found in forests, gardens, parks, and they prey on herbs, barks, and fruits the most. Predators are most commonly known as, for them, are lizards, insects, and birds. Some fun facts about the garden snails is that at their top speed they can go 50 yards per hour, which is one of the slowest creatures on Earth. And their courtship, like their mating ritual, can last from 2 to 12 hours. Snails and slugs are very similar, and one of the main differences, of course, is that the snails actually have a shell. And a medical adhesive that is applied to sutures, like in things such as surgery, is based off of the snail trail and the snail mucus. And a lot of foreign countries like to use the snail mucus for facials because it's very good for your skin. Here are the citations for my information, the citations for my photos used in the presentation. Thank you.